Hello and welcome to another edition of Motor Capital. Checking on the Euclid Ducks here at Euclid and Southfield, and I throw them out the bread, but they're watching dinner just float on by. There's debris like tree limbs and the like that clog up these two straw holes as they go under Euclid, and it every time we have a couple inches, it floods there. Here, I made a mistake a couple days ago. I called that the Viking Motel. What they tore down there was the Victory Motel. That was a perpetual sore spot for the Detroit City Police. A lot of nefarious activities taking place there, but they finally tore it down, and that place is up for future development if anyone has any ideas. We're talking about urban planning here. Man, I was all set to park down here. I don't know why the gates were closed. This was on a Saturday. And some lovely young ladies enjoying downtown Detroit on a Saturday afternoon. I parked for free here on Lafayette, right near those apartments. Here's a nice church, and in the backdrop is the GM Global headquarters at the Renaissance. And down that way is Windsor, if your eyes can see that far. But yeah, Floods, this is a black-owned business, and they're doing quite well. Of course, with the pandemic and all that, things took a hit, but they're back in business, so that's a good thing. And they're on the lower level of a beautiful buildings. Metro Times also has their offices there. Here's GM sporting their new logo. Dream, that's a power word. And some local businesses. This one just needs to spruce up with the paint job, make that building at the top pop a little bit. The Waterboard building, I believe. So that's like triangular, but with truncated sides. Hot Sam's Detroit. They started business in 1921. They're celebrating 100 years. And join us at Campus Martius Park from 5 to 7. So I plan to get there at 5, but I was running late. I had a to-do list on Saturday, and by the time I sprung free, I was a little bit late to the party. But I'm making my way down there. This is the National Theater, and this is something we should do something with and about and do and make it right. Monroe Street Midway, they have basketball courts. They had roller skating. I had every intention of going back there, but I kind of forgot to. I'm listening to the music here. Let's listen in.
We thank you all so much for coming out to support Hot Sam. We are so full, we're so grateful. And you know what didn't happen? Well, number one, I just want to thank my father, Tony Stovall, Cliff D. Green, the two owners,
Legacy.
for the legacy that you are carrying over in our family, for your
He's still young. He's still young.
We want to sing a little happy birthday to Mike Bonner.
Dispel all the rumors. What we don't know. Let us tell our own story.
To be here celebrating black businesses, Black Wall Street, after traveling for the 100th anniversary of Greenwood in Tulsa, to see the survivors who were celebrating proud to stand here today and say what we have right now here in the city of Detroit. Black businesses, black pride, and black community. We have so much to offer. We are not someone that you need to say, how can we help them? We say, get out of the way and we'll show you what to do. We can take care of our communities, we can build businesses, and we can make a difference. God bless you. Happy 100 years. In Detroit, we always shine and show the way. Let's do this. 100 like the black community.
That was Brenda Lawrence talking. And yeah, so they're celebrating Hot Sam's 100 year. This guy's going to belt out a tune. He's going to own this song coming up here. They had a fashion show earlier, and Hot Sam's is a men's clothing store, so it was like fashion for men. So these are all well-dressed men, like the ZZ Top song. This guy, listen to him. He's going to...
We should be dancing and romancing in the east wing, the west wing, expansion is happening. I ain't playing no games, everyone. I'ma leave the door open. 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 Let you feel the way you feel, and I want you like I want you tonight, baby. Tell me that you're coming through. Yeah. So sweet, so tight, so tight. I won't bite unless you like. If you smart, I got the hate. If you from the D, I better make. Ooh, baby, don't keep waiting. So much love we could have made it. Come on, talking kissing, cuddling, walls better than the bathtub. Girl, it's just bubbling. I ain't playing no games. Everything that I say is coming straight from my heart. Oh, if you're trying to leave me so, I'ma leave the door open. I'ma leave the door open. I'ma leave the door open, girl. I'ma leave the door open. Let you feel the way you feel, and you want me like I want you tonight, baby. Tell me that you're coming through.
Promote black entrepreneurship in Detroit more religiously. Talk about everything about it, because Detroit is like the largest city with a majority black population. Close to 80% of the city are black folk, or some percentage thereof. Now we're getting so much diversity that blacks marry whites, and we get in between, and then maybe Hispanic or Chinese, and pretty soon the line just all gets blurred. We're just having so much diversity. It's not like purists, white supremacists promote that kind of culture. There's a lot of diversity. We're getting a lot of mixes. Interesting, the way just people interact and then marry, and who knows, 50, 100 years from now, you won't be able to tell right off what a person's ethnicity is. It might be just totally mixed. So that's part of what diversity kind of does. It happens. There's nothing wrong about it. There's some swingers there. Look at the double street lights. I love the styling. This renamed the Fifth Third Bank. I think it was Consumers Power or some gas company had it. But they have a nice little bridge, kind of gerbil tunnel going to the Guardian building, which is just a classic Art Deco masterpiece. 2 Woodward Avenue is also known as the Coleman A. Young Municipal Center, and the Spirit of Detroit hangs out front. I don't know if that's public nudity. It could possibly be. So my disclaimer is this show is for mature audiences only. If your panties get all bunched up, this is not the show for you. There may be other reasons why this show might not be for you. Skip out on that one. This, if you have a QR code, you'll get a dinosaur. That's kind of neat. Oh, and the bikes were out. Oops. Maybe you didn't hear all of that. I had the background noise too high. Well, stuff happens. Here's that's I think a Cutlass from the 80s, or the Monte Carlo from the 80s. Hart Plaza, they're doing repairs and improvements. And we're all proud to be American, but they're redoing Hart Plaza. They had the construction fence all the way around, so we're getting there. We just got that little gap to close. But that's a labor monument. These young whippersnappers, there's a whole number of things. Here, Abraham Lincoln got a nose job a while back. The nose fell off and they had to reattach it. I don't know if they used Flex Seal or whatever, but it's back on there. You can tell, though, that he had a nose job. Here's the main amphitheater for Hart Plaza. So, yeah, they're redoing the whole thing. Hopefully they kind of redesign it, too. It was kind of a concrete jungle. And they did repave a lot of things here. And you can see the GM Global headquarters. Here's a little tunnel that goes right underneath me. It was part of the Formula One in the Detroit Grand Prix when it was in downtown Detroit. All right, off in the distance, the Ambassador Bridge. And the Detroit Princess. I heard my evil twin would have loved to have gone on a little cruise up the Detroit River. That would have been nice, up and down a little bit. I heard the boat horn. Yeah, just across the way they fly the Canadian Maple Leaf. That's Canada. This would be fun to take a little spin in this, too. That thing just looks fast. And then even if you want to take the missus out on the boat, she'd probably be enjoying that. Here was a monument or statue, Gateway to Freedom, 300 years. Detroit had a while back celebrated 300th birthday. And so nice sculpture. This was the part of the Underground Railroad, and once you made it to Canada, you were like totally free. But thankfully we got it together and figured it all out. Blacks, all men are created equal kind of thing. We figured, except for those white supremacists that want to live back in the old day, they're still fighting for that. Lord knows if they can restrict your vote, they can probably make that happen. Just discount you and not have you vote, they're going to get their way. So got to fight all that. All right, well, these guys are fishing, and they got good balance. A little chop there, but not to worry. It's like they've done it before. Here, Port of Detroit, but there's no boats here in the dock. So I was able to walk. I'm walking faster than the Princess is cruising. It takes a little while to get up to speed. You can see some people up on the top level. That's a good place, a good viewing place, as is the back of the boat. We'll get there shortly. But yeah, it passes by in front of the beautiful city of Windsor to our south. And I'm just hoping they open up the bridge and the tunnel for regular traffic in the near future. We still haven't totally beaten this pandemic, so there's a few concerns. I understand that, but hopefully we're getting there. Go out and get vaccinated. Jeez, oh, Pete. All right. They got some racing going on here. A pickup truck, some sports cars, and even an ice cream truck. It's kind of in the middle of the pack. Here are elevators, so it's lit, so you can kind of check. At night, it's really cool. You can check the progress of the elevators. So General Motors, and then they have a map out here with lights. This is where Detroit is, or southeastern Michigan, but any place where there are operations, I believe, is where they would light things up. Portugal, Spain, France, England, Belgium over there. So they have quite a few European operations. Oh, these guys are flying on the jet skis. Yeah, nice little green space here. Parking, it can get a little pricey. Oh, and you want to get on one of these party buses. Tony Nightlife. Look at, I missed this. I always want to catch a big boat going by. And there one goes, but, oh, and here's that party boat. Lovely lady there standing up. But yeah, just catch the back end of the boat. Some green grass. We've had quite a, and I was hungry, so I'm looking at the Applebee's. So that's where I have my eye. But I did so much kind of walking around aimlessly that, oh, this is inside the gallery. But inside Applebee's, they stopped serving like at 7:30 or whatnot, so I couldn't get food. But I was able to sit down and relax just for a bit. I think they closed at 8 too, but it's good to know there's an Applebee's. Here there's a water tower. I don't think that's still in use. So I'm still looking. Sweetwater Tavern, I'm thinking, okay, I'll do this. This is a classic bar, but they're closed for repairs, so I'm not doing good for food here. I'm really getting hungry. I'm about to pass out. I'm so hungry. This, I don't know what this is all about. But it's St. Andrews, and this was built in 1849 and then again in 1907, or it took that long. And I don't know if those are morel mushrooms up top or what. And then this is new. It was a dive bar for the longest time, but now it's the Elephant Place. All right, Jacoby's, and the cook was outside. I knew I could get food, so I'm looking it over. They do the sandwiches quite a bit, but it's been a while. I decided on the Big Ed's Burger. They have a great tin roof here too, or ceiling. There it is, and I put some ketchup on it, and yeah, I even had, it's a half-pound burger, so I even had some to take home. I thought they were advertising Hot Sam's, but that's Times Square they were advertising. Then look at just the woodwork here for the stair, where they have like banquets and the like, or it's their overflow room upstairs. But great little bar there where you can get some food, and just the place has a lot of characters, so you just kind of have to walk around. But it's back in the day when craftsmanship meant something, so a lot of woodwork and stuff. They had a party out back too. They had some tents set up. It's a party, and it was Saturday, so it's right around 8 o'clock in the evening, so things are just starting to heat up. Yeah, and you can go loco if you want. But yeah, everyone's just, well, they're getting in the mood. Three-legged goat, that's an interesting name for a restaurant. But this is the Greektown area. And yeah, things were picking up. It's the hot spot, one of several in Detroit, but it's one that the police have their eye on too, because there's little scuffles here and there. St. Mary's Church, classic. These three-wheeled vehicles seem to be all the rage too. And then a nice mural. I think we should encourage those murals more. And here a little small-time mural. Street artist doing a portrait thing. So a lovely lady enjoying the sun and the atmosphere here in Greektown. This is a Harley, interesting seat. This guy's got a nice ride, but the police wanted to check him out or something. I don't know if he was hot rodding a little bit. They're trying to curtail people that do all the speeding and the little donuts and whatnot. You got to keep things down to a low roar. All right, well, except for these guys. These guys can be as loud as they want. Let's listen in.
I didn't know they were in every fucking state. We got an accident here too. You know?
Oh yeah. Most of them was from Wisconsin and Illinois.
Yeah, in Illinois. They're about badass.
Yeah, try telling those guys to keep it down to a low roar. But yeah, they certainly can make an entrance and an exit. Not interesting, though, for sure. Getting near the top of the hour. This is Nancy Whiskey's. This is like a neighborhood bar in every sense of the word, and it's, or the phrase, this is North Corktown, South Corktown with Ford and all the Michigan Avenue development. Boy, oh boy, that area is just going to go nuts. But North Corktown, too, is a neighborhood to watch. Already the prices have been up. Here's the Giant Tire at night. We need to make that into a tourist attraction where you can take selfies with the Giant Tire. Folks, near the top of the hour, I reached my exit, so we're going to call it a night. Thanks for watching. Hope you have a great evening, week, month, year, the whole 9 yards. Good night.